Fight Pods!
Fight Pods!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 5th installment of Fight Pods. This is a...
Fight Pods.
This is the Fight Night Tuf Nations Australia versus fucking... Canada, which I watched the whole season. We just got done watching the winners of the Ultimate Fighter.
They're showing the preview fight right now.
What the fuck's this?
This is the preview fight. So we watched this on the prelims, but it lasts for like a second.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What's this, the KJ Nunes fight?
Yeah. This is the one where the referee gets involved.
Sam Stout. Yeah, I'm glad they're showing this fight because this is important.
I am too. I mean, it's funny. We should have said we didn't know what happened and we could just predict everything.
That's true. But the future has already been written.
It has.
And therefore... KJ
Nunes.
So basically, Nunes knocks out Sam Stout, and then now Sam Stout's climbing on the ref, puts him in a guillotine here.
Yeah.
Then the ref
escapes the guillotine.
Throws him off when he notices that there's a guy in the ring with a chair. As he looks over his shoulder, Sam Stout had no idea.
Sam Stout's like, why is this big bald guy throwing me across the octagon?
Absolutely, truly.
And then now, why is this guy in a blue jacket coming at me with a chair?
Absolutely, 100% the funniest moment in the UFC, in the history of the UFC. I think I put right it up there.
That is right up there. Although one of my favorite, funniest moments is when. I can't remember who Gray Maynard's fighting, but it was just after the Ultimate Fighter, and he actually knocks himself out on the mat. Like, the one guy tapped at the exact same time Gray Maynard went out, so it was a tie.
Oh my god, there was really a tie?
Yeah, it was a tie.
He knocked himself out?
Yeah, because Maynard slammed the guy, but he hit his head first. On the mat.
As the guy was tapping.
So he went like this, his head goes back up and vibrating. And the other guy gets hurt so bad on this slam that he taps.
I mean, he put the ref in a headlock, and then the ref tapped. He actually did a little tapping there. I just noticed. Yeah, on his back, he did a couple taps. Tap that ass, ref. Tap it.
Psychologically get his head.
Go on, yeah, you're saying.
Look, Brian, this isn't MTV. We can't just.
I wish it was The Grind. I always wanted to shoot an episode of The Grind, like now, like in the house here, where we live. Not that we live together, but if we did, it would be really fun to do, get like 20 of your friends together all around the house in different rooms, couple of cameras floating through, and people are just fucking dancing their asses off. You got a DJ.
Friends?
I mean, we're in Los Angeles, California. There's things called extras. You can go to an extras business.
I was jealous that you had 20 friends.
You can hire them.
Oh. But we could pay for them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Extras. You could go to an extras casting service and hire 20 people that you... The cool thing is about that because you can look at them and you get a whole choosing and you can choose the right crop of friends.
But would they act as your friends when the camera isn't rolling? Or would we always have to keep a camera in charge?
What? Oh, no, I mean it's...
No, because if you...
Are we still talking about The Grind?
We're talking about extras.
Oh.
I'm hiring extras to be our friends.
Fuck.
Because if you hired extras, they're not going to be real friends. Because they only act when they're on the camera.
No, but it doesn't matter. It's a television show, right? Like, you think on The Real Grind, all those people, knew each other?
We're not talking about The Grind anymore.
Yeah, well, that's how we got here.
We're talking about friendship.
We are not talking about friendship.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
All right, well, now we're talking about the UFC. And this first co-main event fight that's coming up here is Sam Stout versus Carl Noak.
That is not right.
It is right.
Patrick Cote.
Oh, it's Patrick Cote and
Sam Stout just thinks he's still fighting.
Yes. Fart Pots. That's Fart Pots. It's a new edition. New episode of Fart Pots.
I just want to say.
I just took a shit on the mic, by the way. There's actually brown feces tripping down the mic right now. It's like gross, and it's going to make the studio reek for the next 53 minutes.
You just did that.
Fart bots, dude. It's got to be done. It had to be done. I've been wanting to do it for the last 4 episodes. I figured save it for episode 5, get it out there in the world. That was my ass talking to you direct. That's the deal. Don't shake your head, no. Steven's embarrassed that he's a part of this now.
My mom listens to Fight Pods.
Well, and I'm sure your mother farts too. Like, it's not like I'm foreign. Everybody, your mom's great. I'm just saying, she farts too. Everyone does. It's natural. It's common law. Common law marriage says that people fart.
Everybody does, and it's always hilarious.
Right, but not normally. It just fall onto the microphone. That was a mistake. Whoops.
I'm just glad I don't ever have to touch the microphone.
Yeah, I'll get a new one for the next episode.
If the rest of the podcast is distorted and it's because of your shit on the microphone, I'll be pissed.
Fart Pod, sponsored by Metro PCS.
We're not sponsored by it.
We are.
I feel like you might have just got them to withdraw from the sponsorship.
No. Nook. So who you got in this fight? Nook or the other guy? Cote.
I got Cote on this.
I go Cote on this one too.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just don't care about either of these guys.
I have no real reason for it. I've just known Cote for longer.
You know, I mean, I would have to say that there's been many a times when we've said that somebody's career is over, they're a dump, or what are they doing in the ring, then they always really perform well. And I have that same suspicion that could happen in our co-main event tonight. Because both of these guys are 2 fighters that I don't actually care about. Joe Rogan I care about, though.
Yeah.
I do think, though, he might have gotten 1 too many sleeves done on his body, though. Tattoo sleeves. Like, because I think he has 3 sleeves done on his body there, which would give him a 3rd arm. Which is something that I think would be considered legal in the octagon, because there's that one-armed fighter, and he was pretty damn good. But I would have an issue. Now, he wasn't in the UFC. He was in Strikeforce.
Okay.
You never saw the one-armed fighter?
No, he has 1 arm?
Only 1 arm and this little nub thing. And that's where I would have a problem if I was fighting him, is letting that nub touch my body. I would feel so gross and weird and strange. And then when the ghost arm comes in from around you and starts tickling the taint, which is the part between the ass and the... Okay. All right. Well, that's freaky. I'm just saying that's really freaky. So I think if that's legal, having the ghost arm in the ring, then having an extra 3rd sleeved tattooed arm. Rogan fighting at light heavyweight, or I don't know, where would Rogan fight? Probably light heavyweight, because he is racked up on the roids, it looks like. And I'm a huge Rogan fan. I don't want anybody thinking I'm talking poop on him.
He's a big guy for his height. Yeah.
Or he just Bruce buffers it out and lifts those weights.
I don't think I've talked for about 10 minutes.
No, but I do have a question for you. How many women do you think Bruce Buffer slept with in his life?
Oh, I think we're almost past triple figures.
Past triple? You think he's getting up into the grands?
Yeah.
The thousands?
I think if you add guys to the equation as well.
Yeah, that was my next question.
Dude, multiple thousands.
Well, that's good.
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't imagine that the quality of women.
This podcast.
I can't imagine that the quality of women that he's betting are very are nothing more than rednecks. Just redneck trash women that have come in from Wyoming.
You think?
Yeah.
See, I just see him with these tall, blonde, supermodel hooker women.
I don't know. I've done a couple of lines of blow with a couple of models in my day, and I don't think any of them would hang out with. No, actually, that's not true. I don't know any fucking models. Jesus. I just like talking shit.
That is all right. You're in good company, Brian.
Thank you.
You're in good company. Can I just... I know you can't see a video if you're listening.
No.
But I left the room for about 5 seconds and an empty chair has appeared between Brian and myself.
Well, we had a guest
nowhere.
last episode, and I figured I should set up a studio just in case the guest rolls in. We might have a surprise guest roll in.
We might do.
We might
Even
have.
if it's just one of us doing a funny voice.
Yeah, we could do that. Have you ever? There's this radio show. I think it's an an AM radio show. And it's kind of brilliant. This guy, he does like he plays the radio guy, and then he plays a caller that calls in, and he always creates these really fucked up scenarios where like it might be like like a Christian who is like burning anti-Christian people or whatever is like the character that he's playing, and he calls into himself. Creates this thing, and then listeners call in with their opinions, and they don't know that he's doing this like double character voice thing or whatever. And so like, and he's amazing at switching from the radio guy to the caller thing and like talking to himself and the other person at the same time. It's brilliant. I forget the guy's name.
How did you know he does this?
I've seen it. I've listened to it, and then like I was just like,
afterwards that he's...
no, he doesn't tell you. Like somebody else had told me that was the deal with the show or whatever, and like I looked it up, and I'm like, holy shit, yeah, it's the real deal.
So
it's brilliant.
Nothing just broken his secret to the world.
No. I mean, some people know about it, and it's like an AM, so it's like I think it travels all over the country, and they get like a lot of the women that Bruce Buffer had slept with, like call in and like argue with these guys,
Right.
Rednecks.
Yeah.
Rednecks.
I bet Bruce Buffer's made some bad decisions in his time.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm just going to shut the windows of the studio because of there's car noises. I'm worried.
Don't shut the window and fart into the mic again.
No, I think that was the last one.
I swear to God, if that window gets shut and there's a fart...
No, I think that was the last one.
There is literally no air can get into this room right now. There's a
So-
door shut, there's a window shut, there's curtains. What is happening?
There's a nice match commercial on Fox Sports 1. And they're dancing. I don't know. I don't give a shit.
That music is so creepy.
It is a little creepy. And a match can destroy. It's like a Smokey the Bear commercial.
Smokey the Bear.
Which I was a huge fan of as a child.
You liked Smokey?
Yeah, do they have that in England? Smokey growing up? No? No.
We had some helpful hedgehogs.
Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, that's just what I call them. But hedgehogs would tell you not to... Well, would tell you to be careful when crossing the road.
In real life, or?
Yeah, so you'd have to stop, look both ways. This hedgehog would do it perfectly with his little family.
No cartoon.
And then, in the cartoon and then in the commercial, one of the hedgehogs would get a bit carried away with himself and wander off, and then a car would miss him by like millimeters.
Oh, because he was drunk. He was the drunk hedgie.
He was probably a drunk hedgehog.
Did you guys call them hedgies?
I call them hedgehogs.
Hedgie. Hey, look at the hedgie.
I rescued a hedgehog once.
Yeah. With your bare hands?
I put gloves on.
Yeah.
He was in the middle of the street, and I thought that was.
And you saw that commercial.
I saw that thing of hedgehogs in the middle of the street, so I thought he's probably drunk. We'll go sober him up in a grassy area, and then let him get on with his life.
If I was there, I probably would have punted him like a little football. And just watched him fly through the air with those little porcupine things like flapping in the wind. Hedgehogs have little porcupine things, needles, right? Or is that just in the video games?
Yeah, no, hedgehogs do.
So
Not
did
like
you?
Sonic.
We watched the Brazil, the big fight thing in between Sonnen and Vanderlei.
Yeah.
But more importantly, that bitch that Vanderlei brought on.
She was... If you did not see this, Vanderlei has a guest coach on. She's like a women's heavyweight?
Yeah, she's
jiu-jitsu specialist.
She's about 3 feet taller than Vanderlei. Vanderlei could fit inside of her bicep.
Yeah.
His whole body could
And
fit inside.
Vanderlei ain't a small guy. He fights at light heavyweight and middleweight.
No, and she just fucking handles everybody. She's just so scared.
Oh, she threw Vanderlei on the ground like he was a little
roids.
hacky sack.
Must be roids. I mean, like, no, and then after she kicks the shit out of all the dudes, then Vanderlei's standing next to her, like, coming up to her vagina, and he's like, "Well, I hope that that women look at you as a role model around the world. Like,
yeah, and he sounds like that.
What woman is going to look up to her?
Like, he sounds like that because he is literally talking into her vagina.
Oh, I thought it was because he had a dick in his mouth. I had no idea.
Probably hers.
Her dick in his mouth. And then he's just an idiot. He is such an idiot.
And he's surrounded by idiots. Like that guy.
The coach that was throwing punches in on Sonen's head there.
So
clearly getting kicked off the show, obviously. They've already been talking about that all over the news, all over the press boxes.
Just before we get into that fight, I just want to say, if you were a conspiracy theorist, I get it. I love conspiracies, but when it comes to the UFC, just fuck you. Don't, like, a lot of people say to me that fight was fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
I'm like, dude, just
Preach
enjoy
on.
it. Enjoy it for what it is.
Preach on.
Bruce Buffer's announcing the guys right now in the co-main event.
Finally, the frickin' co-main event starts. There was 1 million fights today.
Oh,
a
so
shite
many.
ton of fights today.
I feel like I've been watching fights since Roy Wilson.
Which I've done very well on. I've picked accurate for all but 2 fights so far in this contest. And that makes me feel like a stud.
See, I didn't predict any because I don't like looking into the future.
Yeah, well,
live in the present.
Well, the cool thing is I didn't I didn't add in my tiebreaker questions, so it's all brand new for both of us here. You know, like when that comes in, that'll be like fresh.
That'll be fun, yeah.
Let's see if they're the same. What will be the total time for fights at this event? Which is a common question. How many total takedowns will be landed at the main event? Which they switched that. It used to be throughout the whole thing. Now it's just at the main event, which we found out last week.
7 takedowns in the main event.
Oh my fuck! That's a lot of takedowns for that fight. Who are those guys?
And Bisping.
Oh, Bisping. I forgot.
And
the co-main event is underway. And it really doesn't matter. And it's already a very boring fight, and Johnny Depp's face is on the TV, and that makes me very happy. What's your favorite Johnny Depp movie, Steven?
My favorite Johnny Depp movie?
Was there already a dick punch?
Neverland. I enjoyed Finding Neverland.
Finding Neverland, yeah, that's the one he did with his kiddos, right?
Yeah. I also enjoyed, and it's not really his best, but I enjoyed The Rum Diary and Fear and Loathing, just because I love Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah, Fear and Loathing's great. Rum Diaries I kind of half-heartedly watched. I need to give it a full do, actually.
It's just, you know...
It was like late, and it was like
it's a masturbatory movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just Johnny Depp doing what he wants to do.
Yeah.
He loves Hunter S. Thompson. So.
Yeah, more of the same, yeah. Which I'm down with.
But I'm cool with that, yeah.
Did you see Where the Buffalo Roam?
No, I
you
didn't
need
see
to.
that.
Bill Murray's Hunter S. Thompson is fucking great.
Oh, I bet it is.
And this fight is a minute in, and it feels like it's been going on for an hour. I'm just fucking fed up with it.
Time is the... We actually went away and watched Finding Neverland.
While this first round was going on.
We've come back and it's still the first round.
This is the kind of fight where I would like to see somebody pull their wiener out and chase the other guy around with it. Just to make it interesting, you know. Either that or I would like to see... I don't know what I'd like to see.
I dread to think what you would like to see. If that's the first thing you came up with, I dread to think what the second thing was.
It could be worse.
It could always be worse.
What's worse, that concept that I just came up with, or me farting into the mic?
I was just thinking about that, and I was.
You were just thinking about that? What's wrong with you?
I was thinking about how much of a fucking loose cannon you've been this entire episode, and I kind of like it, because normally I am, and I'm sitting here going, "Whoa, Brian, what's happening?"
Dude, I'm stepping it up. I thought that's we're trying to step it up here, Fired Pots.
We're just bringing it on. By the end of this episode, both me and Brian are going to be naked and having sex.
Yeah, but not with each other or ourselves, if you know what I mean. Did he say a full
with
guard?
Bruce Buffer. Bruce Buffer's actually here with us under the table. That's his brother dressed up that's announced in there.
I mean, alright, so who do you think won that fight between Vanderlei and Sonnen?
Sonnen?
Yeah.
Sonnen won that And the only reason...
It was super classic. It's going to be what's going to happen in the fight.
The only reason he was more fucked up than Vanderlei afterwards because Vanderlei's fucking coach started hitting him in the back of the head for no reason.
Yeah, and that's not right.
No.
He should be arrested.
That's what Dana said.
I know. That's why I said that. That's why I said that.
I knew that's why you said that.
Do you think there's too many events?
No.
Do you think there's too many tough shows?
Yes.
Yes, you do. Because I watch all of them. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So it makes it feel like there's too many events. Especially when Tuf Nations was just like the most worst fights, basically. Like it was like there were so many like you wait an hour for like a one punch like fight, it's over kind of, you know, like, or was that, I don't know, but yeah. Brazil's been better.
You know what? I would totally watch every single episode of every Tough.
Yeah.
But it's not even a problem that I don't have cable. I don't have a television.
Right.
Therefore, those two things together, or a computer for that matter.
Right.
You know? So, Dana White, Metro PCS, if you're listening.
Get him a computer,
I
man.
need a television. Well, I need a computer first. Then I need a television. Then I need cable. And I'd like to meet Chuck Liddell.
I don't know about the last offer. I mean, like just because of those commercials Chuck's doing right now, it's kind of.
What was that commercial for?
I don't know. Blowing shit up.
BlowingShitUp.com.
BlowingShitUp.com. Metro PCS.
I bet BlowingShitUp.com is one of those. It's either a fantastically hilarious website or it's one that can get you on the FBI watch list.
Yeah, that's true. There is a website. I don't know if it still exists, but a few years ago I found it, and it was you could send different kinds of shit in a box to like your boss or whoever, like an ex or whatnot. That's what the whole service was for. You pick the box. You pick like there was different types of boxes that like some leaked the smell, some were like, you know, more encompassing. You could get horse manure, you could get cow shit, you could get dog shit. Like human shit I think was not in the books though. But this is true story, man. You're just sitting over there cracking up. But I'm telling you the history of our internet and our world. It's true.
There was a website dedicated to sending shit places.
Yeah. Shitinabox.com or something like that. I don't remember what it was. This was years ago when I was working at the record shop. We had found it, and we were all.
Did you ever send one?
No, but I really like the concept of it.
How expensive was it to send shit in a box?
I don't know, maybe around $50 or something like that.
$50?
40 well, for the shipping, you know, and packaging. And it's like somebody's handling shit.
Dude, I would shit in a box for you for $50 right now.
Sure.
$50?
Will you? Well, you'll shit in a box for $50
I'll shit
right
in a
now?
box for $50.
Can we videotape it? If we can videotape it, I'll pay for it. I'll pay you the $50.
$50? Dude, yeah. I need to eat something first, though.
What have you eaten lately?
I don't know. Can we get some, like, bran?
Yeah, you get a box of Raisin Bran, just crunch the whole box, and then you just diarrhea into a box. But then what do we do with it? Throw it away?
We'll give it to Mike.
I got a story to tell you. Round 2 of the most boring fight ever. I dated this girl, and after one of our sexual moments, you know, this was in the early stages of our relationship.
They need to wipe that octagon. It keeps slipping.
Yeah, they need to wax that ass too. But so anyway, the girlfriend and I had just had sex, and I took the condom off that was full of semen, and I tied it in a knot, and we decided to put it in an envelope, and we scribbled her own address on it. And this is where she had lived with like a couple of roommates, and like we basically lived over at her place more than we stayed at my place or whatever. So I was like lucky enough to be there when.
Oh, it's over. Is it?
I'm not really sure. Who's Noak is
Sorry,
winning this?
I really
or?
want to hear what happened.
Yeah. But who's winning? What happened? Who fell? Who did what?
Noak's fucking.
Noak is winning. Kyle Cote is
What a
Wow,
chin.
what a chinsky.
What a chin. I mean, we both have Cote winning, so he better have a chin.
Yeah, I hope he wins this one just because I picked him on my Metro PCS Fantasy League. But so I was there when the roommate opened the mail or whatever, and I was like, got to play it off like, what the fuck? Of course they thought it was us, but like, I mean, like, why would we do that? You know, like played it off in this way, and it would like we held the secret for about 6 weeks before we like told them the truth or whatever.
6 weeks.
And it was so funny because the roommate like opened it up, she's like, what is it? And pulled it out with her fingers, like, oh, and then dropped it or whatever. True story. I was about your age. I was a little younger when that happened,
That is
Steven.
the worst fucking thing. The things that
little
have come out of your
younger than your
mouth
mouth.
tonight.
Step it up, bud. Step it up. I'm just telling the
That's
truth.
not stepping it up.
I'm telling you the truth. These are true stories. What's happening in this fight? It's so boring. What do you want me to do? Commentate on this fight or tell you these amazing stories? Like,
We've not talked about this fight at all.
no, because I haven't watched it. I don't see the point. I mean, what are they ranked? 21 and 36? I mean, like, what? These guys haven't fought in 62 years.
Oh.
Boring. I mean, I never cared.
I'm just keeping quiet to see what comes out Brian's mouth next.
That's not fair.
That
That's
is
not how this
kinda-
works.
That's how it's working today.
Well, shit. I'm not talking anymore.
Are we gonna have a silence off?
I'm done.
Who?
I did the first 30, you do the second 30. I did the first fight, you did the second fight. That's how this is going. I'm on vacay.
They're just chilling. He's so worn out.
Oh, I've got nothing left. I'm out. What'd you think of the last episode?
That was brilliant. Which one?
Ours.
Oh, ours?
My Podss 4.
I thought it was strangely magnificent.
It's weird. I felt like at the end of that show we had a conversation about how that might have been the worst.
Worst thing we'd ever done.
And then after going back and hearing it, and then getting like, blowed up on the internet with such great comments,
Yeah.
it might have been our best, our best show.
I mean, we were so tired that night. You'd got like, what, 1 hour's sleep, and I'd got like 3.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
about right. Big knee to
Big
the middle.
knee.
Another big noke knee. Or is that Cote?
Isn't that Cote on top? Yeah,
That
that's
is Cote.
on top.
Alrighty.
Cote is back in the game.
It's really hard to tell who's who, though.
Yeah. So white people look alike.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. It's in the second round, 23 seconds left.
Yeah.
I would like to tell you who I think is winning the round, but I've probably looked over at the screen twice in the past 5 minutes.
10 seconds left in the second round.
Boom, 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 boom.
Let's see what's going on in the world of Fight Pod's Facebook. Let's check the
The
wall.
Fightbot's Facebook page is...
Well, the video game, Bruce Lee. I know we've talked about this. I'm still obsessed. I can't wait. I'm reading every night, I'm reading the same news stories. They need to put out more little teasers, tidbits about the career mode, about what's going to go on, fantasy style.
Are they going to have other fantasy fighters as well as Bruce Lee, or is he the only one?
That's the only historical one that they've announced.
Because what I would love to see is Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, just the 3 of them together. And then can we make like Arnold Schwarzenegger? We'll make Sly Stallone.
Oh god, they make the
Jason
Expendables.
Statham. Yeah, the whole cast of the Expendables.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Who's your favorite in the Expendables?
Dude,
What a shit question, Brian.
That's an awful
That's a
question.
fucking shitty question.
I enjoyed
Nobody cares.
I enjoyed the Expendables.
Oh, you did? Oh god, that knee was awesome.
I grew up on like Arnold Schwarzenegger movies.
Commando's the best movie ever made.
Isn't it incredible?
That's the best movie ever made.
Ever? No.
Pretty much, yeah, it
True
is.
Lies.
True Lies is now better than Commando.
It's a little better than Commando.
Nope. Sorry. I disagree on that.
3 words.
True
Jamie
Lies.
Lee Curtis.
3 words. Jamie Lee Curtis has a penis. Is the big rumor around town. You ever heard that before?
No.
Yeah, she's supposed to be known as a Hermie. Look it up.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
We're in
It's on
round
par with
3.
the Richard Gere gerbil up the butt story.
What?
You've never heard that?
I never heard this either.
Where did you? Oh, that's well. You're
I
a
grew
little
up in
younger
England.
than me, you know, too.
I'm
Like so.
significantly younger, and I grew
Yeah.
up in England.
I feel like you were probably just taking dumps in your diaper when that information.
At least I
was
wasn't
around.
doing it on the Fight Pods, Mike.
True. True.
So Richard Gere shoves gerbils up his ass?
Yeah, that's the old. That's an old myth legend from the '80s.
Is
I
this
keep
like a
wondering if
fetish?
your foot is gonna knock the glass over there, but it's empty though, right?
It's empty, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And I'm a professional.
You are a
foot swinger.
professional fight potter too.
I've done this. This is my 5th Fight Pod.
This is
Come
getting
on,
to
guys.
be. We're getting to be seasoned here,
See,
and our fan base is growing. Thank you, listeners, for
thank
listening.
you very much, listeners.
You guys have been tremendous. You guys are the reason why we keep doing this.
And I will get round to thanking you all individually.
We are basically the Wayne's World of podcasting in the MMA world.
We're our own world. Don't compare us to anything, Brian.
No, we're like Wayne's World in
We're
our
like
own
Wayne's
world. We are,
We're
dude.
Brian and Steve's world.
Well,
This is
but
a
it's
new
kind
level.
of like Wayne's World, and you're probably like the Garth character.
Don't call me God. I've never seen Wayne's World.
That's a good. I mean, I would go
With
Garth.
that.
You can't go bad. It's just the only reason I say Garth is just because it's Dana Carvey over Mike Myers, you know. But as this episode goes, Mike Myers is doing all the talking, and Dana's just sitting there watching with
I
his
wish
jaw
you could
dropped.
see my face right now.
I can see it. He's upset at me right now. Is what's happening.
I'm gonna start lashing out.
He's upset. This fight is still going on?
It's still happening.
Oh my god, I
Swear to
hate this
God,
fight.
we just watched Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, The Rum Diary, and Where the Buffalo
No,
Roam.
no.
And we read
No, we were just talking about him. That we didn't.
No, we just watched them whilst this fight's been going on. We watched the entire movie. That's how long.
Oh my god, what ranking are these guys? They're so stupid. They're not. This isn't even a matter. It's not even important. God, Dana.
Brian wants to fight both of you at the same time.
Who would you, if you had to fight one dude in the UFC, who would it be? And you can pick a chick too. One of the chicks.
I'd never fight one of the chicks in the UFC.
I know, that's a bad move.
They're
I
brutal.
think I could hurt one though, really bad though.
You know what I'd fight?
Yeah.
Fucking Ken Velasquez.
Yeah, just so to get it in, get out quick. Just get it over with one.
If I
like,
fought Michael Bisping, it would just last 15 minutes.
yeah, it'd just be hurt a little bit.
Because it wouldn't last 25, because they'd never put that as a main event.
You could never do
That
that.
would be undercard.
Oh! Did you hear about this bullshit news story?
What?
Kanye West has challenged Anderson Silva.
No.
Yes.
To what? To
To a fight. MMA fight. And Anderson Silva is saying that he would take the fight.
What is he challenged?
And with a bum leg. He said he would take the fight.
This is real?
Well, that's the question and toe. I mean, it is real press that George Doff, our boy. Shout out to George Doff. He's the one who
Shout out.
posted it there on the Facebook.
The Fight Pod's Facebook.
Yeah, that's our new social network that we'll be launching next April.
Next April.
Yeah,
Coming
a year
soon.
from now.
That's a long time.
I know, but it cost a lot of money to do
That's
like
a-
a real social network. Didn't you see the movie, man?
I did see the movie.
Which one?
The Social Network.
I saw it. I saw it Don't fucking contest me, Steven. I saw it too, dude.
You were saying which one?
I know. My bag. Who won? Fight's over. Head's
Fight's
broken.
finished.
It looks like he could pull up and we could see his actual brain. Oh, is this wet? Is that Rory McDonald or is that fuck Podss?
I think Brian's freaking out in the studio today.
I'm gonna light some more Sampaliotto.
We have Sampaliotto for good vibes, right?
Good vibes and to make that fart smell go away from earlier.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Bring in a little bit of a Jesus smell here. Jesus, huh?
As if you haven't covered enough tonight. Let's talk about Jesus. Sure. Let's go for it.
Wait, if I covered everything, we have not, should we just end the fight pods right now?
No.
Like this? Go like, well, thanks very much for tuning in.
The only thing we haven't talked about is
It's
fights.
Jesus.
Fights
Oh.
and Jesus. That's it.
We talked a little bit about Jesus off the record because there was a fighter who was very Jesus friendly.
Yeah. Yeah, very Jesus.
Which I always just find it interesting when people are beating the hell out of people for Jesus. Like, is that cool? I mean, what would Jesus do? What would Jesus do?
I don't know. He'd throw rocks at people. I don't know. He'd probably say, let's chill.
Yeah. Oh, you mean he would
He
get
seems
stoned?
he seems like he would be stoned. He seems pretty
He's
mellow.
been stoned. He got stoned a few times,
Yeah,
didn't he?
I'm sure he did.
In the Bible, I think.
Dude, if you had magical powers, he's walking around always
I
turning
know.
water into wine. Of course he gets high. That's all.
Yeah, when he was on the
The
cross,
amount-
he was getting stoned then, I believe.
The amount of food that he just created out of nothing is typical stoner behavior.
So my friend's mom is a cop, and
Did she arrest Jesus?
She
for
won't.
smoking weed?
No, but this will come back around to Jesus probably. I don't know where I'm going, but like,
Okay.
I'm sure it'll get there. My friend's mom is a cop, and we were asking her like what was some of the weirdest things that she's like come across on the job. And one of the weirdest things was this homeless man who was completely naked, sitting on a dead dog on the railroad tracks with a bag of Wonder Bread eating a crap sandwich.
What?
True story. Could you imagine
Is
rolling
that
up
how
on
you
some?
became friends with the?
No, that's just a mom.
You were sat on a dog naked eating a crap sandwich.
That's how we
with
met.
another woman?
But seriously, Wonder Bread is so bad for you. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna have a crap sandwich,
no
for
problem with
Christ's
the crap,
sakes, I
but
mean,
the
Jesus,
Wonder Bread.
and now I brought it back to Jesus. Don't eat it with Wonder Bread. Jesus. Patrick Borington.
Cote. I feel like your animosity towards these two fighters is not justified.
It's not just the UFC. I mean, these fighters. It's the UFC that I'm upset at right now.
Brian's not happy with the UFC.
Well, where's the scrums, Dana? There's all these fights. There's no scrums. What
That's
the fuck?
true, Dana. We need scrums over here at Fight Pod.
I mean, is there a fucking? I love listening to the hero talk. I love listening to Big Daddy Dana.
Dana's like Yoda. You will
I mean,
just
it's
stop
like-
and listen.
And I know other audience members out there like listening to Dana, and like without Dana, it's just us.
Which we're pretty good to listen to, I'm
I
sure.
know, but I mean, it's like their good therapist still has to see a therapist. You know, it's like
That's true. Who
I
are
didn't-
we going to listen to?
exactly who are we gonna listen to? That's not why I got into this.
We got into this for more scrums, and since we started, there's been less scrums.
Right. And we thought Fight Pods would be a more scrum encouraging vehicle. Like, oh, I need to step it up. Brian
Yeah.
and Steven are killing it.
Yeah. But it's kind of like he's seen the competition and he's like, I just can't handle it.
Jesus Christ. When is Bisping going to fight Kagadanity? How many rounds? What's your predictions?
Oh, God. This is one of those that could finish quickly with a knockout, but I see it 4th round TKO Tim Kennedy.
My professional analysis is one of two things here. I believe it's the eye poke off the very first touch. And I believe that eye poke goes straight through the eyeball into the brain and gets lodged in there. And then the other opportunity is just a boring ass decision. I think it's gonna be a boring decision.
Yeah, I'm not too hopeful, but you never know. Kennedy has heavy hands. I gotta say, Bisping's
He's a good fighter. Kennedy's gonna kill him, I think.
Dick.
I hate them both.
I really dislike both.
With a vengeance.
I mean, I fully dislike Michael Bisping a lot more
than
Tim Kennedy.
What about?
And I think you feel the same about Kennedy, right?
I mean, yeah, they're like, I see Kennedy the same way that you probably see Bisping. It's like he's just such a pungent fuck who wears the American flag on his back, thinks he's like a somebody. But I believe, and I'm not sure we'll find this out, but I think he might be from Austin, Texas. So I should, by way of Austin, have some feelings for him. But he's just too much of a military kunk bag that just, like it's just too much patriotism. And I have a major problem with people who have too much patriotism because I don't really believe that like there's that much in these types of ways to be patriot about, you know what I mean? Like being a military person, like being stupid enough to sign up to go to either get killed or be killed.
Do you realize?
I know we're losing fans by him saying this. No, I get it. They love their soldiers, but like this is the show for
I fully believe that when it comes to just blind patriotism, I like people. I'm part of the human race. You know what I mean? So I'm going to support a person if they're a good person.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
So just because he's English, I don't feel a right to support him. And like
that's
Bisping,
what I'm saying.
Quite the contrary, because he's such a cunt that I feel he's letting down my entire nation. Therefore, Bisping needs to.
Yeah, no, it's basically what I'm saying in reverse. And then, like, if they're not fighting each other and they're fighting somebody else, I hate Bisping for the same reasons that you do. Like, I hate that he champions the British thing because it's just the same. I mean, pride is, like, retarded. It's racist.
Yeah.
It's just racist. To be prideful of your own shit is like, there's a fine line between that and just being a racist.
Right.
And I said that 3 times. So a genie now is coming out of the microphone. And we can...
I'm glad that's what the puff of air was, because I was thinking it was something else. Damn it, Brian.
New fight, tough season starting tonight.
Yeah.
With the BJ Penn and the Frankie Edgar.
I can't see those two brawling,
You can't see him fighting.
I can see him fighting live, but I can't see him brawling like Son and...
No, yeah, right in behind the skeins. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. They're has-beens. They're washed up fighters.
You think Frankie Edgar's washed up?
I do.
You do?
No.
I don't know. I think he's got another. Has he lost since he lost his title?
Has he won since he's lost his title? Then yes. I mean, that doesn't answer your question.
That's completely.
How many times has he fought? Maybe once, right? He's dropped down a weight class. I think he
I've
did lose twice.
Did he?
I don't know. Look it up on the Metro PCS.
We're going on Metro PCS. Well, we're not. We're using my phone. But if I had Brian's phone, I'd be looking it up on Metro PCS.
Well, we're getting close to our main event here.
Dude, I'm actually typing Metro PCS into Google right now.
I know why.
It's
because they're our sponsor.
You just think we should use Metro PCS for everything.
I know, because their sponsor is shown. If we say T-Mobile, we'll be in trouble.
Yeah, we don't like T-Mobile here.
This is going to be an extra specially long one because of that damn...
fucking 20-round fight.
Yeah, that fight, and then they showed the replay of this Son of Stout fight. But hang in there, audience, because we promised to get funnier than we were in the first half.
Okay, so Frankie Edgar lost to Benson Henderson. Lost the first decision.
Yep.
Then lost a split decision again.
Yep.
To Henderson for the title. Dropped down and fought Jose Aldo.
Lost
a decision again. and then he just won a decision against Charles Oliveira.
So yes, he's washed up.
He's not washed up.
He is. Those are decision wins and then decision losses. That's the work of a washed up fighter. He hasn't knocked anybody out. He's just gonna maintain. He'll win some bouts, but he's never gonna be champ again.
He's only lost to the champions.
Yeah, and that should tell you something. He's not a champion.
He could take a run at the title
and lose again.
Yes.
Very much lose again. That's my guess.
I can't see him beating Pettis right now.
No.
And I can't see him beating Aldo.
Who can you see beating Pettis?
Right now?
Yeah. Or no, in 10 years.
I think Pettis is going to be dominant. I don't think he's as like...
I know who could fight Pettis.
He's not as predictable as someone that's a wrestler, but he's got that sort of weird style.
I know somebody who could beat him.
Who?
Me. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe the Irishman. McGregor!
You think McGregor needs to do a lot more?
Well, no. We need to see McGregor do a lot more, but he doesn't have to prove shit.
His last win was a decision.
His last one was a decision because he hurt. No, because he hurt himself. His knee got popped in that, and he fucking still did a great job in that fight with the popped knee. He did grind it out though.
He
had to lay on him a little bit.
He stayed pretty active.
Yeah, he did.
He was active for someone that was a grinder.
Yeah, he was still giving us a good show.
And he's totally not a grinder. He's a very extravagant extrovert.
I mean, that's the thing. We were talking about this earlier, but the concept of, like, who else is fighting in this gym in this wee little green Irish field, you know, with Conor McGregor. Like, there's got to be a few more of these badasses that have studied all the movies like he did, or wherever they got these incredible flying fake jump off the cage set up staged kicks, you know, which I disagree with that.
Again, I don't like the conspiracy theorists. I just want to have fun watching the UFC, you know?
Mm-hmm. Did you watch the WWF as a child, or was it WWE for you?
No, very briefly. I watched Hulk Hogan, and I used to have some of the action figures that I'd play with.
Yeah, I was into it.
I never got
I was into it.
I went really small.
I went to see a cup. I went live to the WWF twice, and one was like a 4-hour show because they were like taping all these shows, and my mom was just like a champ. She just like hung in and like,
oh yeah,
stayed the whole time, watched the whole thing. I got to go run down near the ring, and King Kong Bundy was fighting Kamala, and I called King Kong Bundy a fat ass, and he turned to me and goes, "Fuck you, kid," like that. It was awesome.
Oh wow!
Yeah. I was probably like 7 years old. It was genius.
That's insane.
Michael Bisping in the wine makes you happy all of the time. All of the time. Is that a fake mohawk on Pederass's head?
I think it is a fake mohawk.
I'm a huge Pederass fan. A huge Pederass fan.
I don't know if you've ever said a name correctly on Fight Podss.
Which one?
No, I don't think you have.
Which one? Yeah.
I don't think you've ever said a name correctly on Fight Podss.
No, you're absolutely wrong about that. I have to. Pederass, that's how you say it, right?
Pettis.
Pederass. Pedophile. Pedophile. Anthony Pedophile, right? Is that how it goes?
That's hilarious.
Man, my life is a shithole, Steven. It's in shambles.
This is not the time to get.
Oh, okay. Sorry, wrong.
This isn't the moment.
Never
to
mind.
Drop.
I'm good.
We've got to carry this
Things
through to the
great.
Bisping Kennedy fight.
Things are going good, man. I'm happy with the way things are turning out. Racist commercial on the television right now.
Hugely racist. If you can't see, if you're watching this in another country, you won't see the commercial. But it's basically KFC with an all-black family. Which
I can't help, but like I don't know, like that's like Racist. Why do we always talk about race on this show? You notice that? Every episode we
It's
always
you.
get... It's not me. You
It's
started
you.
this whole racial thing in the beginning with your little story you talked about. Your little
What
secret
story?
racist thing that you do. That's how this whole started.
I did not talk about that. I was
I didn't
joking.
say anything about anything.
And it was not on the podcast.
Right. But when we first fell in love in the 80s in that weird gay bathhouse, and we both realized that, oh, not only are we fight fans, we're also vegetarians.
We are vegetarians, yeah.
And I don't know where I'm going with this line of dialogue.
I have no
But,
idea either.
I don't know. I'm gonna tone it down. I'm gonna take it back a notch for the main event here, which is still not on. I am so over this. This is getting boring. Jim Kennedy. He just called him Jim Kennedy. Oh, we have a call in. We have a
Number 5 and
caller.
number 8.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, our first caller to Fight Pods. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my brother, Emmett McGuire. Say hello.
Fight Pods! Hey, I've been calling for hours. I'm so glad you picked up.
Well,
Hell
thanks
yeah.
for calling, brother.
Emmett McGuire.
Of course, of course. What do you
Nice to
think about
finally
tonight,
talk.
huh?
So, are you enjoying the fight?
Yeah, very much so. There's been some grand fights. I think I'm most impressed with the Poirier guy and Akira.
Yeah, that was a grand fight, wasn't that?
That was a great fight.
That was
man.
fantastic. We
Did
like
you
that one.
enjoy the Sam Stout fight against the ref?
I did. I think Stout kind of unfairly went after the ref there. The ref didn't know that he had another bout.
But
then
I think the
but
ref
then
won.
The ref threw him off and he
Ref
hit
did,
the
yeah,
fence.
He still won, though. You're right, yeah.
You can see him looking over his shoulder at the guy bringing the blue chair in and going, "What the fuck is going on right now?"
Why is this a group fight? Are we in a parking lot? Is this real?
Did you even give a shit about that co-main event?
No, I actually didn't watch it.
Yeah, we didn't either. We just
Yes.
talked the whole way through it.
I just made salmon patties.
Salmon patties, nice. My
That's
brother makes
fancy.
a phenomenal salmon patty.
Oh,
Phenomenal. You'll have to make some live at Fight Pods next episode.
we'd love to eat some
really?
salmon patties.
How's the episode going?
It's, I don't know. I'll let Steven answer that question.
Brian is going fucking mental. He's losing his mind during this episode.
I
He's said some of the dumbest shit I have ever heard in my life.
I actually took a shit on the mic.
He
It's
took
Fart
a
Pods.
shit on the...
Oh my goodness.
It's a going.
We're having fun, Emmett. We're having fun.
I know, I wish I was too.
Well, we do miss you here in the Fight Pod studio. We wish you were with us. There's an
Yeah.
empty chair with your nameless.
Must be going out the hook because it took me an hour and a half to get through.
Well, I don't know why. Nobody else has been calling.
But I gotta ask you, Emmett. Who have you got in the main event?
I'm going for a double knockout.
Double knockout.
Double hell yes. I would love to see that.
Fair enough.
As long as they both feel that they've significantly failed, I'll be happy with the double knockout.
Hey, I'm glad that you didn't say the whole thing about the eye poke and his finger getting lodged in his head because I stole that from you and used it.
That was Emmett?
That was Emmett's joke.
I'm glad I didn't say it for a second time either then. Yeah, I'm going double knockout now. You know, Bisping opened his mouth so wide that he's going to leave an opening there, and Kennedy just smiles from ear to ear, and they fish hook, you know? Bisping's going to fish hook him, and
Fish hook.
he's going to leave mouth wide open.
I would love to see a mouth poke from inside the mouth. The finger pokes outside the cheek and comes through the skin. I would like a total fish hook. Violent fish hook. Or I'd like to see.
It's going to be the finger club.
Or a double ear poke, so they give those big old like hippie ear thingy cork things that those people put in their ears. Those retarded things that people do nowadays.
Come on, Brian.
I call it mutilation, Emmett.
Kids these days.
Michael Bisping always is wearing a dunk face.
I don't know. He thinks he's a GQ model. He thinks he's Roy McDownard.
Oh, you know what I really enjoyed so far the most about this fight night for the troops?
What's that?
Is when they showed Rory McDonald and announced him as being one of the World Series of fighting guys.
That's perfect.
Fantastic.
Is Rory kicked out of the UFC?
I guess so, yeah. It was a great announcement that John Anik made.
Holy shit.
Wow.
And he just looked like he was like so out of it was so funny.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I don't like him.
I hate him too.
Oh, I cannot stand him.
It's bullshit. Oh my god. Kennedy's on the screen and I just want to crap. I hate him.
I feel like, you know, it's funny, every time they get these military guys, it's like every one of them's Captain America, you know. First it was, before Kennedy, it was Brian Stan.
Yeah,
Now that he's retired, it's Tim Kennedy.
yeah, and Chris
That's so
Weidman gets
true.
that fucking title too. They're all the All-Americans.
Randy Couture's coming back.
The Captain America.
Captain America.
Amazing.
Bullshit, man.
That was a good full loop, full circle.
Oh, and Cockboy Kennedy is walking into the ring, looking like Rory McDonald again.
He
What
looks
is-
exactly like Rory McDonald right
This
now.
is like a Rory McDonald look-alike contest fight series. Either that or like I just have bad eyesight.
I genuinely dislike both of these fighters greatly,
They're not likable, Steven.
but Michael Bisping particularly.
Has anybody picked up on the commentating of Anthony Showtime Pettis? It's like Cormier is like the most straight talker you've ever heard. Anthony Pettis is like, you know, it's not just street talk when he goes on. So funny.
What are you saying, Emmett?
Wait a minute. Let me repeat this just because I don't know if the microphone picks
There's
this up.
accents, there's muffles, there's speakerphones. I'm very confused.
So let me get this straight. DC talks like a white guy, and then Pederast talks like a G. Is that about right?
That's so true.
Yeah, so it's so fun to watch their back and forth, and just to hear Anthony Pettis on Fox talking with his, like, you know, street lingo. I love it.
Well, I'm a huge Anthony Pettis fan. I know you are too, Emmett.
I am, Serge.
Well, man, are you going to watch the main event, or you got to take care of the chit
I'm
ring?
gonna turn this one off. Kennedy's scaring me with whatever he's doing right now.
Gotcha. Yeah, he's awful.
Dude, I can't look at the screen.
Like that again, I can't watch.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
But we'll see.
Well,
I'm gonna watch the walkout, watch how Bisping comes out, and then I'm gonna decide. But
Yeah.
just listen to...
back to the episode, and we'd have a beer afterwards.
Yeah, we could do that. Maybe we could do that. All right.
Shut
Well, thanks very much. Fight Pods! Thanks for calling, brother.
Thanks, Emmett.
Bye.
We'll see you shortly. That was nice. Our first caller on the
That
show.
was a
That's
good call-in.
We had a last episode we had a guest, but now we have a caller. We're
We're
getting
just-
all the it's almost
It's all happening.
yeah, it's almost like now we've won by knockout, we've won by submission, you know, like it's different.
Right.
It's different kind of milestones in fight pods. And that was a beautiful
Do you know
call.
what my biggest fear is that this is going to be a fucking 25-minute fight.
I really just hope it ends immediately, you know.
Just right
I
now.
just want it to be over.
I can't bear to look at their faces.
Yeah, no, it's not worth it.
Yeah. Oh, God. The Count, everything about him.
The cunt Michael Bisping.
The cunt Michael Bisping.
God, and this walkout is going to take another hour.
Yeah.
It's 6:37, man. Don't they know that, like, there's, like, this is the middle of the week. This isn't a Saturday, you know? I mean, like, they put on 13
People
fights.
have got shit to do on a Thursday.
No, and then you put on 13 boring fights?
Right. And we've just wasted our Wednesday night.
How
Gotta be
is
up early on
Bisping
Thursday.
and Kennedy a main event? Can we talk about that?
That's so true.
That's fucking horse.
It's because it was...
It's like, well, what? Is there not enough events?
It's
or
because you
what?
know people are going to tune into Tuf Nations, so you just have to look like you're making an effort. They'll show up to the Ultimate Fighter finales.
But, you know, typically when it's a tough battle, the fucking main event is your coaches. But nobody gave a shit about our coaches.
It's always the coaches, the following box office. But no, you're right. No one gives a shit about it.
Well, sometimes, typically it is, but then, like, but some cards they've done it where, like, they went live one time. This one they did it. They've done it a couple times where the guys are on it.
Right.
But they should have picked coaches that people gave a shit about. But what? Australia doesn't have a superstar. They don't have anybody, do they? Who's the biggest Australian fighter?
Noakes.
Noakes.
Yeah.
You know, GSP is retarded, so, like, you know, he couldn't do it.
He couldn't do it.
But he's coming back. He's not retarded. I don't know why people, like, even bought into that cockamamie conspiracy theory.
Well, that he's...
You know what he
retarded?
did? He fucking bowed down because he lost the fight. And he says it on Tuf Nations when he comes and visits the house. He actually says, like, oh, if I would have lost, I would have stepped down. And then he stepped down, like, right after, like, you know,
right.
I mean, like, he's stupid for talking.
He just, again, says the dumbest shit.
Yeah, he does.
But speaking of two people that say dumb shit, we got Michael Bisping and Tim Kennedy in the octagon right now.
And we have Steven Evetts and Brian McGuire in the studio.
Yeah.
Another couple of dumb shit talkers.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my god.
Oh,
I would actually love Michael Bisping and Tim Kennedy to not just get knocked out at the same time, but get
Evetts' prediction, yeah.
But get knocked out by their own punches.
Or
like a swing and miss.
I would like it if they both got... Yeah, that would be great.
An uppercut that came back on the forehead.
That would be great.
Oh, even better. They both swing round, miss, hit each other in the dick with their own hand, and neither of them can continue.
Oh,
it's
that
just
would
so
be
hard.
awesome.
That would be how I would want this to work.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see them... I would like it to go down where they run at each other, jump in the air, turn sideways into a 69 position, poke each other's eyes out with their erect penises, get stuck with their dicks in the eye sockets of each other, fall to the ground, and then just die. On instant, die. Both of them, they just die. And that's it. We never have to fucking see another fucking word from these idiots again. It's time for Dick Death. To the eye.
This is Dick Death 5.
Dick Death 5. A Dick's martial artist, Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
God damn it, man. I hate that he reps Austin. Because I love Austin. That's my second home.
Yeah.
Kim Kennedy.
Kim Kennedy.
Just call her Kim. Oh God, this fight better be so good.
I swear to God, they both are acting like they're very good at this sport.
Typically, Bisping is bad at talking shit, and then he doesn't ever back it up.
Yeah.
How do you like Manchester?
I've been there, performed in Manchester.
Yeah.
Just passing through. When I was in Manchester, I was actually going to this venue for a gig. And this guy comes wandering the street. He's fucking stumbling around a bit, and he goes...
Did they just push him?
Oh, he could have done, yeah. He just says, I can't find my fucking car. And he's like, I parked it somewhere yesterday morning. It's now the following night, a day later.
He's still looking?
He's like, I gotta be at the airport to go to Ireland.
And the fight is underway. Johnny Depp is on the screen again. Da 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 da. Boring kick from Bisping.
Really slow kick. I could have dodged it. Maybe that should be the fight where I choose to fight.
Kennedy going for a takedown.
Kennedy. I said 7 takedowns in this fight, so.
Oh, God. Kennedy, what are you doing? See, how could you want Kennedy to win when he immediately goes for a takedown?
That's just how much I hate Bisping.
I know.
I hate watching Kennedy fight. I don't like his face. Oh my
Boring.
God. I feel like there was 20 minutes of silence just because we zoned out and tried to pretend we weren't watching this fight.
I was like trying to use my mental powers to make something interesting happen in the fight, and that's why I went quiet, and I apologize, people at home!
We don't mean to leave you with any silence, but sometimes you just need a second to take in everything.
If I'm talking, then I don't get to watch the fight. Like, it's hard
Dude,
for me to
that's
do two
kind
things
of
at
what
once.
this whole thing is.
It's fight pods.
It's
like
fight pods.
talking
We're
and
supposed
fighting.
to but I, like you, I'm really bad at multitasking.
Yeah.
You know, I can't chew gum and walk at the same time.
It gets hard. It gets difficult.
Speaking of gum, would you like it?
Oh, God, I need it.
Me too.
I need that and some vegetables if you have any.
I don't have any vegetables.
I need a real meal. My life... No, I can't go there. Forgot.
You can totally go there. Now's the time to get philosophical because watching this, you feel like
I'm going to hate
Kim
Kennedy so much more after this fight.
Me too.
Oh,
There's
God.
nobody else.
Oh, God. Get up, Michael Spitsping. Michael Boring Sting.
There is nobody else that could fight these guys.
Ugh.
And I would support
Yeah.
these two.
Yeah, no, I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's very true. There's no reason to like these guys.
zero.
God, that gum smells like heaven.
Any weight class. If they were fighting, I would want them to lose.
Yeah. Oh,
And they're
God,
both
yeah.
fighting each other right now.
Michael Bisping described the damn cage. Boring fight. God.
Awful. Bring back Patrick Cote
yeah.
and fucking no.
A much better fight. This fight looks like a lover's quarrel. Like you walked into the bathroom at a bar and like these two like gay dudes are like, no, you cheated on me, you cheated on me. I'm just like seriously drunk and sad and crying. And,
What
like,
you were describing sounds more exciting.
Oh yeah, I would stand there
A lot
and
more.
watch and be like, whoa. I might get in and be like, yo guys, you love each other, calm down. Be nice to each other, you know, life is short. But not what these guys were
No,
doing.
I'd be like, just do this forever in darkness alone.
This is the most boring fight
Oh wow.
in the history of boring fights.
Although I do like seeing Michael Bisping on his back.
I don't like to
Getting
see
punched.
anybody on their back. Makes me sad. And now he's got Michael Yeah, it does kind of feel good to see him on his back, but still.
Yeah. If you just focus on how much of a dick Michael Bisping is and forget who he's fighting right now.
Well, you could do that in reverse,
very
though. You could do that in reverse the
gratifying.
same.
No, because Bisping's losing this fight.
Oh, you're right. You can't do that the same.
Yeah.
But you could feel mad that he's losing the
Kennedy is fucking destroying Bisping though.
fight. Yeah, he's a little
Just
baby.
dominating him. He's not hurting him.
He's gonna
not,
get out
you
of
know,
the round though. No, he's not doing anything. He's just laying on him. He's wrestling.
There's nothing Bisping can do though.
He's just wrestling him like a college kid.
Surely Bisping should have trained to get off his back.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been nice. Bisping should have just been an action star in a B movie.
Bisping should have just been a greengrocer in Manchester, and I'd have probably never seen him in my life, and I'd have been fine with that.
Yeah, the underdog is winning.
Commercial time.
Sponsored by Metro PCS.
Not sponsored by, but
We are. No? We are.
we talked about the lawsuit.
No, I'm gonna look. Bring on the lawsuit. You know, we're sponsored by you guys. Whether you like us or not.
We like Metro PCS.
I'm a huge advocate of Metro PCS.
Here at Fight Pods, we are very partial to Metro PCS.
I don't even think Fight Pods would exist without the sponsorship of Metro PCS.
Without
the money that they give us, then the credibility to the marketplace. Let's turn these commercials down. Oh, this is that Ronald McDonald
this is the
commercial
Ronald
for
McDonald.
Taco Bell.
Again, if you're in another country, you're not seeing the same commercials. There's this Taco Bell commercial using all people named Ronald McDonald, saying how much they love Taco Bell.
That's true, and we think it's very funny here at Fight Pods. The fight round 2 back on. Bisping on his feet
Bisping.
for about 6 seconds.
Let's see. I think he's going to be on his feet for 15 seconds.
I think Tim Kennedy cut his hair to try to look like Bisping's hair.
Did he cut his hair in between rounds?
I think so.
Yeah.
It looks that way.
Let's see.
And why did he let him back up to the cage?
I don't know.
You know, he just walked right up, and Kennedy just stayed in there.
This fight's been on his feet longer than both of us thought.
Yeah. He's baiting him in.
Bisping's stalking him.
He's baiting him in, and then he's gonna turn him around on the cage.
Bisping's shaking like he's got MS.
Who did I pick to win this fight?
I don't know. I think I took Kennedy 4th round. 4th round TKO.
I chose Bisping.
In what way?
3rd key TKO knockout.
Cool. We both got TKOs. Different
Does
rounds.
Tim
Different
Kennedy have a
fights.
soccer ball on his dick? It looks like there's a soccer ball on his dick. It's weird.
A whole fucking soccer ball?
Have they even thrown a punch that landed yet?
No, definitely not. I think the last one was 3 years ago. Kennedy's wobbled him actually. That bloody hell.
Gum pop.
What was that?
Gum pop, bud. What were you saying about Kennedy? He's landing some shots?
He's landed a couple of punches there. That
I haven't
seemed
seen him, though. I saw a weird little teeth kick to the chest.
Just seemed to.
This is a
Not
really
rocking.
shit round for everyone.
Oh, for everybody involved.
Does Bisping just poke him in the eye?
You know, Bisping always pokes people in the eye.
I know.
Look, he was going forward with his fingers off,
Uh-huh.
it looked like, right?
He's so stiff looking, Bisping.
Yeah. What's he doing when he goes down like that? When he just bends double?
He's faking
Is
a
that
shoot,
just a
right?
fake? Yeah. It's just a very committed fake, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Maybe it's a, oh, not yet kind of move, you know, like he's actually going for it and then he changes his mind last minute.
No, that's probably more likely.
Will you fucking get off of him?
Or will you at least just pick him up and throw him outside of the cage?
Listen to how dead the audience is.
Yeah. Like, we paid
So
money to
quiet.
see this. Even the families of the tough guys are so disappointed about flying in.
Oh, yeah.
Even the ones that won, they're like, oh, my son won. But I
Right.
had to sit through Bisping Kennedy.
But
I
nobody's
think
going to
I'd
remember
rather
it because
stay
the
at
card
home.
was shit.
There was a couple
Oh,
of good
you won?
fights.
You won? What Ultimate Fighter? Yeah? Oh, who was the main card on that one? No, you don't remember? No? I mean, it's going to be tough.
At least it wasn't Bisping Kennedy. It was Bisping.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Have a good career.
Bummer. Michael Bisping kind of has like a Hitler haircut.
He
You know, if
looks
you put a little
very
mustache
much like
on him.
Hitler right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a little mustache on it and look a little Hitler-esque.
Yeah. Which would go with his personality.
And Tim Kennedy looks like a dad. He looks like your friend's asshole dad.
Yeah.
Son, You guys got to turn the lights off. You know, we're going to waste electricity. You know, like that fucking guy coming in the room when you guys are just like hanging.
Yeah, I can see that all too perfectly.
Yeah.
Much better? Well, that last round was fucking awful. So anything was going to be a better round for him. He laid on his back for 5 minutes.
Our co-commentator Kenny Florian just made some stupid comments.
Yeah.
I might not be a fan anymore of this sport.
Don't say that.
At the end of this fight, I mean, I might.
Don't get too dramatic.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Think of the video again. Just
I might, the video game, I might have to go on hiatus. I mean, this is fucking like, this is how I'm wasting my life watching this. I could watch fucking Days of Our Lives or fucking.
You should do it next week.
Full House or something. Let's
Days
do a
of Our
podcast
Lives
of full.
podcast.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
It'd
instead.
be more interesting and dramatic than this. Boring.
Whenever
fun.
there is a Tim Kennedy or Michael Bisping card,
I retire.
we will do Days of Our Lives.
I think so.
Just out
my
of protest.
God. This is seriously disheartening, people.
This-
I'm sorry for my negative attitude today, Steven.
Dude, that's fine. It's very upsetting.
It's aggression, though, and that's what Fight Pods is about.
Fight Podss is all about aggression. After this, we're going to go beat up a small puppy.
Let's see if our guest is still coming or not.
Do we have it? Who's our guest?
We might have a guest.
Who's our guest? See, I
Surprise.
don't find out anything here at Fight Podss.
Wait, can we talk? Because I don't know the date.
What?
That's what Chael says to Vanderlei right before the fight
Oh.
happens.
Oh, that's right.
He's like, you know the date? Because I don't know. Oh, I can't wait. I love Chael Sonnen.
I'm so excited for that fight.
Yeah, that's going to be great. Co-main event 175 with Machida and Wino, man. in the
And
beginning.
Rousey.
And Rousey fighting somebody stupid, though.
No, it's who is it?
Kim
Alexis
Davis. Oh, Alexis Davis.
That's Kim Kennedy.
Oh, that was Kim Kennedy that I was commenting on.
Kim Kennedy and Alexis Davis. Don't get them confused.
And when fighting a guy like Tim Kennedy, the thwarting of a takedown is just so vital. I mean, seconds, precious seconds.
We haven't talked for way too long. Once again.
Yeah. Well, I was texting our guest.
Ah,
So when that happens, you know,
I gotta
you gotta
take over.
go
But
into
what am I gonna
funny
talk-
story.
What am I
you
going
know.
to talk about myself?
No, I know.
You know?
Well, what have I been talking about myself?
It seems like every time you've done it, it's gone wrong. So,
Yeah, it's true.
in a
Ouch.
good way, I've enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh, he's on the ground again, huh? That's interesting.
Oh, Bisping's going for something he doesn't know how to do. It's like, what is this? This is an arm.
Get up.
So,
I'm sorry. If you're listening to this, you can turn it off now. I mean, we're going to continue to cover this
we're
stuff.
We're going to be here, but please,
If
I
you need to,
understand.
if you need to go, like, you know, do some dishes or
Watch
listen,
paint dry.
watch paint dry, or listen to another Fight Pods, do
Then
it
do
because
it.
this is where it gets really dull here on the show. It's
Just this is the
I mean,
part
I-
we realise we are sat here on 7 o'clock on a Wednesday, watching Tim Buttfuck Kennedy fight Michael the Cunt Bisping.
basically trying to butt fuck Michael Bisping's cunt. That's what's happening here. This is like, I would be embarrassed if I was Ronda Rousey of this fight. Like on the half of women's MMA, I would be embarrassed of this fight.
This isn't women's MMA.
Exactly.
You just think about it.
Yeah, exactly. That's how embarrassed I would be if I was Ronda.
Yeah.
And if I was Ronda, I would masturbate all the time. If I was her.
Yeah, me too.
A lot.
Whilst looking at a mirror.
Working out, lifting a weight with my right hand, diddling the little guy in the boat with my left.
You wouldn't have a little guy if you were on there.
No, the clit is the little guy, the little man in the boat.
That's the little guy in the boat.
That's the little
I've
man in the
never
boat.
heard that expression before.
Oh, that's how I learned sex. I didn't know it was clit till I was 23. I just thought it was the little man in the little boat the whole time.
That is incredible.
And there's some more fighting going on.
There isn't. That's not what this is.
Oh, that's no.
This is spooning. We are watching Tuf Nations aggressive spoonings.
I might have to pull another fart pod. This is so boring.
Do you know what? I'd accept it right now. Oh my god.
Fart pods! Totally
Fart pods.
accepted. Oh, look, he's into the mount position.
I swear to God, I'm gonna shit in a cardboard box.
Oh, it's worth it. It's worth it for this fight. Let's shit in a box and we'll send it to half of the poop to
Half to Bisping and half to Kennedy.
Kennedy. Yeah, I'll even pay the Euro shipping fees.
Perfect. Perfect.
Oh my God, this is a 5-round fight.
This is 5
I have to
rounds.
deal with this because we're gonna have to deal with this for 2 more rounds.
This is what I feel hell is.
I mean,
When you just sat here and forced to look at Michael Bisping and Tim Kennedy roll around semi-sexually.
I really feel like that your mom had it right, and by watching the fight pods and syncing up the fights to the fight pods, and I really think
she really enjoyed that.
yeah, Steven's mother listened to fight pods for that way, and I really think that is probably going to be the only way you're going to be able to enjoy this fight pods is by syncing it up with the fights, because otherwise it's just going to sound like 2 whiny bastards pissing on everything, but it's not our fault. It's Dana and Joe Silva's, to be quite frank.
Do you know what I really like?
Frank Trigg about it.
I like folk music.
Yeah, I like folk music.
See? That's something we like.
Yeah.
So we might shit over everything else that's happening tonight, but we still have our...
I love that big-ass Brazilian bitch that was on
She was great.
the coach from the show. She was amazing.
Big fan of her.
I would love to have a luncheon with her.
And dude, I loved the Sam Stout knockout tonight.
Yeah, the Sam Stout
I
knockout
loved the
was
Poirier
cool.
fight.
I like Sam Stout putting the guillotine on the ref.
I loved those
the
2
Jesus
guys from
guy?
Tuf Nations. The Jesus guy
Jesus Tuf
fight the
Nations
schmalmy George St. Pierre wannabe guy.
Yeah, that was good. No, there's been some good fights, but not the main events. Not
No.
while we were recording.
Nope. That was not the time. How long have we been recording?
Oh, way too long.
Way
Way too fucking long. This is like when we covered 3 fights, you know? I mean, it's like hour 22.
Hour 22. Don't worry, guys. We'll sum this up very quickly once these
I think we should just do our predictions now. This is crap. Watching this fight.
Yeah, let's just do them now. I do have Tim Kennedy for a 4th round TKO.
So this is your round right here.
We've missed your round.
Mess my round, yeah. This is a decision fight. There ain't no knockout. There ain't no submission. There ain't no fucking interesting things going on. And,
For how much they talk shit about each other, when they come out and do this, it always disappoints me.
Yeah, me too. I'm upset. My heart's broken.
I feel like we're watching this fight at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I know, this is worse than Abu Dhabi. I feel more drained and exhausted. And I had a great night of sleep last night.
Yeah.
This is just exhausting, these fucking... It's usually not really good when it's 2 assholes in a match. It usually never works out.
2 complete assholes. I want the ref to win. I want the ref to be like, hey guys, you're not fighting, fight me, I'll fuck you up.
But look at his bald spot.
Oh.
You ever heard of Rogaine?
Have you seen the ref's bald spot? Much bigger.
Yeah, but you're supposed to be bald as a ref. It makes you more intelligent.
How does that work?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a science. It's a fact, dude.
It's proven fact.
Oh my God! Look, he's gonna butt fucking take him down.
I told
again.
you, Tim Buttfuck Kennedy against Michael the Cunt Bisping. There it is. That's what to expect.
Yeah, this is the most boring fight ever.
Unfucking believable. Kennedy is crawling on the ground now.
No, if you're gonna do something, you need to throw a punch, Bisping.
Yeah, you can't be mad about getting taken down and then not throw a punch.
Look at what is he doing? Like I told you, I called it. He was gonna pull a Mayhem Miller in a fight against Bisping. He's about performing at the level that Mayhem performed at.
But he's actually taken Bisping down, and Kennedy's winning the fight.
But he's not really pinned up against the cage. He's walking back up to it and sitting there because he wants to fucking be there. So, Kenny, we need to talk, Kenny. You were pretty good when you fought. You were smart.
Yeah, I like Kenny.
You're intelligent.
He's very smart when he fought.
Very intelligent. I love that guy. But what is he talking about?
He died. Actually, you know, Kenny Florian, when the big boys get back, Joe and Mike, and they don't want to let you commentate, come in the studio. Hang out with Fight Pods. Just don't speak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just fight us both.
Unless you're spoken to.
Yeah.
Then,
if you're spoken to, you can speak, and I'll hold up my fingers for how many words you're allowed to say.
or how many seconds you can say those words for, too.
Yeah. Time is of the essence.
Not on this episode, though. Apparently not. Time is
No,
of the aloof.
I'm starting to
laziness.
appreciate more and more time as it goes on.
Well,
I
I'm
appreciate how
not,
valuable
but, yeah,
time is.
but I'm more than 10 years older than you, so I don't have much time left on this
That's
planet.
true.
It doesn't get better; it gets worse. The fear of death.
Oh, God, don't say this to me. Don't do this.
I'm you in the future. We already have discussed this. We already worked this out.
That both frightens me and excites me. Oh my God, neither of them.
Oh!
Kennedy!
Almost knocked out the
Kennedy
dick
rocked
sling.
Bisping a bit. Oh, and Kennedy.
I don't think this is regulation
There's been
mat.
slip.
There's been a lot of slipping
There's
around.
been a lot of fucking.
I think they went with a different fabric on this mat this
Yeah.
time.
It's a slip and slide.
It's
they
more-
They knew how unexciting.
I think
the
it's
card
velvet.
Was. So they knew the card was so unexciting that they got a slippery mat, just to try and spice up the fights.
People of the world, spice up the fights. Every boy and every girl, spice up the fights. Hola, hola, eh. Hola, 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 eh. Spice Girls fan, were you?
No.
Oh, come on. The movie.
No.
Good. The movie is good.
No, did not watch it.
Oh,
Hated
well,
the
don't.
Spice Girls.
Well, like, don't knock it till you see it. It's better
I'm
than.
not gonna see it.
It's like better than most of the Beatles movies. And that's the truth.
What the fuck did
Yes.
you just say, Brian?
The truth. You know what? You can't handle the truth. I've always wanted to say that. Jack Nicholson, 1995. A Few Good Men. Tom Cruise, one of the greatest courtroom dramas in the history of cinema. Oh my God.
I
Did
think
you
that
see
you're-
that spinning round kick?
It was so slow.
The slow motion bullshit?
I don't think that your review of A Few Good Men will be taken with any sort of validity.
How many times have you seen A Few Good Men?
Not many, but I'm just
I've
saying
seen it like
because,
50 times.
because you've already said about the Spice Girls movie being a
It's
great
really
movie.
good.
So you've kind of
No,
lost
no,
your
no.
right to say it's a good
We're
movie.
going to do a Fight Pods episode where we watch. We're going to do a commentary track for the Spice Girls movie
That's probably the...
and put it out. It's a genius idea.
I think that's better than what I'm doing right now.
It is.
Yeah.
It would be a
Yeah.
fun idea. That's
Fuck
a
it.
great
Let's
idea.
do it.
We're doing it. We're gonna do that's where you heard it here first on Fight Pods, people. We've just started another project, which is going to be doing commentary tracks for movies that either one of us hasn't seen or both of us haven't seen.
Correct.
That's brilliant. It's like Mystery Theater 3000 science thing, but done in the life of a podcast in a bubble.
In a magnificent...
You don't bring me flowers anymore.
Oh my God.
Can I ask a religious question?
You certainly can.
I don't know much about certain religions. You seem to know a lot about a lot of religions. I know a little about a little, but one thing I don't know. Do Mormons talk about Jesus? Is Jesus in the Mormon vocabulary in the church? Like, is he on the cross are part of it. Do we know
Yeah,
that?
Jesus is there. There's the Bible, and then they wrote this other book that they made up called the Book of Mormon.
The book of Job, right?
No,
It's a different book.
it's a different book, but
William Shatner wrote the Book of Mormon or whatever. I seen the Simpsons episode.
William Shatner, he didn't. I feel like it would have been more believable if he did.
Oh, right.
If William Shatner wrote the Book of Mormon.
Is it a science fiction book like Vanderlei's Face?
No, it's just purely fantasy. Fantasy. Fantasy.
If I was Bisping, I would punch him in the face right there. See how he has that free hand?
See how Kennedy could just punch him in the face?
No, he can't because he's hugging him.
If he stopped hugging him. If he mounted up.
I mean, why isn't Bisping talking shit right now in the fight? Going, get off me, you fucking weirdo. You get on top of me, you just lay on me like you're a jerk. You don't know how to fight. Why doesn't he say stuff like that?
I know, Mike's grabbing the cage now. This fight is
You call
fucking
him Mike?
infuriating.
Like he's your boy?
Yo, Mike!
Yo, Mike B, what up, dog?
What up, Mikey Bisping?
This is the 5th round?
Yeah,
Oh my god, thank God. How did we get here?
I don't know, very slowly.
Oh my god, what a waste of life.
It's my second birthday coming up. We're celebrating my birthday.
Congratulations on that. And
Friday. I was born on Good Friday. I'm like the Queen. I have 2 birthdays.
Jesus' second birthday is coming up too, isn't it? As he rose from the dead on the Easter day.
All I heard about was my birthday.
Well, is it the same day as Jesus's? No, your birthday.
It's Good Friday.
Yeah, the day he died.
Yeah.
And I don't see what's so good about that. Why do they call that good? A dude died.
Right. That's a bit off.
They should call like the day Hitler died Good Friday. That
Yeah.
would make more sense. Because that's
They
better.
They should call that day a horribly traumatic Friday for a lot of people.
They should call this Good
With a deep
Friday
damage.
because it's the day the UFC died.
Oh, yeah. This is Wednesday, Day of the Dead.
We should have known when I had nothing to say about fighting that this was going to be bad fights. Then
Yeah.
when all we've talked about is other topics.
Completely.
Oh, slow motion!
Low motion fight pods.
Soccer ball dick. Look at that soccer ball dick.
Where we talk like this.
If they hug at the end of this fight, I will not watch any more UFC fights ever again.
No. No. I swear to God. They're going to high five and hug.
Show Johnny Depp's face again or something,
Yeah.
please.
They're showing Jones and Teixeira at the bottom now.
That'll be fun.
That's exciting. We'll be
Future
here.
fights we're looking forward to.
Oh my God. Bisping's throwing his slow-mo kicks. Kennedy's throwing a right hand for once in his life. Bisping's kicking the air and punching the air.
I need a nap.
I need
No,
like
we
a-
don't have to give credit
Well,
to Tim
no,
Kennedy.
no.
Tim Kennedy's going to win this fight, though.
Oh, yeah.
By discussion.
Without a doubt.
Oh, I don't think there was that big of a right hand there.
50 seconds. 50 seconds. Let's hope neither of us just stop living.
They're not like throwing combos. They're just both throwing one shot at a time.
It's like neither of them knows how close to the end of the fight they're at.
It's like a spar. It's just a dumb sparring match.
Oh my goodness.
He just did a Michael
Let's
Jackson
see.
breakdance move.
Yeah.
Man, seriously, we should probably just stop recording. This is awful.
Just horrendous. Oh my
13
God.
seconds left of pure hell.
There we go. There we go. We've done it. Have we made it to the end of Fight Pods?
Oh my god, what is that little jippity jump?
Oh, it's over.
It's over.
Oh my God.
Let's shake hands on that one. Shaking hands.
Yeah, we got through that.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the most boring show on the planet of Earth.
We didn't do the predictions on Metro PCS, and we haven't waited for the decision.
Oh, God. Well, let's do these predictions because people at home, I apologize.
Yeah.
All right, first fight out the gate was two assholes.
Oh, we don't have to go through it all.
Okay. Well, because we don't know who these guys were. Gagnon and Gorman.
Yeah.
Gagnon wins. Filthy
the
Rich.
Predictions, those questions.
Oh, you want to do those down at the bottom?
Yeah.
Tiebreaker?
Tiebreaker.
Okay. Well, I know the answers now. Fuck. So I just looked at it. But so you get to do it. Tiebreaker, what will the total time be for fights at this event? Total time running of the fights. Metro PCS ad on the television right now, ladies and gentlemen. Rhonda, Metro PCS.
90 minutes.
90 minutes, you say?
No, I say 73 minutes.
73 minutes. 2 hours and 20 minutes, 20 seconds.
Holy shit. That makes no sense. That's different from last time.
Am I looking at the right one? No, it would make sense.
Sets up fight time.
You're going to
See
get this
entire-
one way wrong, too, and I don't fucking understand. I disagree. How many total takedowns will be landed at the main event? How many total takedowns were in that fucking 5-round?
Fuck, this seemed like so many.
Yeah.
6.
2.
What?
It makes no sense. 2, it says. Bisping is going to win. Watch. Watch.
49-46 and 50-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision.
Bisping! Tim Kennedy wins, of course.
Tim Kennedy wins.
That was
booed.
it. That puts me at...
He's about to say some dumb shit.
I got 10 out of 13 picks today.
10 out of 13? That's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, ladies
I
and
think
gentlemen.
that's it. I think we need
gotta
to
call
go
it.
jump off something high.
Yeah.
But we'll wear parachutes so we can come back and film for you next time.
We will be back as always. Here we are, Fight Pods, episode 5, concluding Steven Evetts and Brian
Bisping's
McGuire.
apologizing or something now.
What happened has happened. He's doing his history.
Oh, God. This is
As
basically...
far as the concerned, perhaps the
Oh
He
my
just
God.
wanted to steal the mic on that. He just wanted a little bit of time, keep himself
That's-
relevant.
That's
And he
it.
apologized.
That's a perfect
That's it.
end to a perfect night.
Yep, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in next time. We are...
Fight Pods!
Fuck off.